All right, guys, what's going on? I'm back. Now, I want to show you something else. You see this address behind me? This is 321. It's now known as the Plant. But originally, this was Daddy's House Studio. Daddy's House Studio, the same Daddy House Studio you see me on my page recording in. Numerous artists have recorded here, from Diddy, Biggie, and a couple of y'all gotta watch me when I'm laughing. But this was formerly Daddy's House Recording Studio. I recorded here enough times. Shout out to God, the list goes on. Brian. Shout out to Flames Flow and a whole list of other people. Which Flames, coincidentally or not, let me tell you a quick little story. So one of the guys that used to record me, his name is Flames Flow, or some people know him as Far Out Flow. If you hit my videos and just scroll down, you will actually see him in the videos with me inside this very same studio. This very same studio used to have a lounge room, and we had people come up in here. Well, Flo did a couple times towards the end of this, and I'm going to tell you what happened to the studio in a moment. But Flo, Flames Flow, Far Out Flow, whatever one you want to call him, he actually left the company. He had his own reasons or whatever. I guess he had an epiphany, and his soul got to him too, as well as mine did previously, just now. But regardless of the point, Flo left the company. He's on doing other endeavors. I think he may be involved something with the, I don't want to say the Hotep movement, but the Black Power movement and things like that. We want to give a shout to them because they are needed just as well. But this exact building right here was the exact building that I was in recording. So if you look on my page and you go down to scroll all the way down as far as you can, you will see numerous videos of me recording in this same studio. All right. Daddy's House was a great time. Run 12 recorded their music here. Cassie recorded her album here. Numerous artists recorded their albums here, including myself. So make no mistake about it when I say this to you guys. This building itself, which was part of Condé Nast first initially, ended up being, I guess, acquisition, which seems to be the case. But Daddy's House Studios was here for a while. And I know a lot of you in the comment section are making fun of the name and saying, oh my God, well, how could you go to a studio called Daddy's House? Well, Puff was right here on the second floor. And right next to him was the Source Magazine and Condé Nast, I believe that's how you pronounce the name, right beside them. Both of those companies subsequently, I think it was the Source first, they moved out. Then Condé Nast moved out, and then finally Puff moved out after being here for so long. But I've been in here with everybody you could think of. Haitian Fresh actually walked in, which is Wyclef's artist, walked in on one of my studio sessions. French Montana. I've actually been in here with Hard Pierre and Black Rob and Flo the very last time I was in here. Yes, Black Rob of Badboy Entertainment. Shout out to BR too. BR, I know you had a heart attack not too long ago, and I'm glad to see you recuperating well. We have a lot of memories in this building as far as Badboy Entertainment is concerned, and all the artists that came subsequently after Badboy Entertainment that also recorded in the same building, which was formerly Daddy's House. And I'm proud of it. It was a great time and everything. But things are different now, obviously. And there's nothing really bad I can say about this place. I actually met the first time, I'll tell you another interesting story, and you can reach out to him and ask him yourself. The very first time that I met Math Hoffa, who's a battle rapper, was in this very same building. And I continued that friendship with Math Hoffa, I like to think, until right now. Shout out to Math Hoffa. Make sure y'all go check out his podcast. It's very easy to find. It's entering them on YouTube. It'll come right up. I like to say, at one time I told Math myself, you should do a fucking podcast. I'm not saying that I'm responsible for him doing a podcast, but I will say this. Math was gracious enough when I was doing a podcast with OG Mac Drama out of California, who you guys can also contact and knows me very well. He'll validate a lot of things I'm saying. Actually, he wasn't out of California, Arizona, excuse me. He's from California. And I ended up doing a podcast with him via the internet, whatever, which was on Blog Talk Radio, I believe that's what it's called. So you guys, if you enter that in, there will be a couple of the episodes with actually my name attached to them. So this ended in Blog Talk Radio, OG Mac Drama /David Lewis. I guarantee it'll come up. I used to be on there weekly. All right, and then it became nightly. Nothing I say to you guys is a lie. I don't know why it's going so. Do you actually think I would know where all these places are if I was lying to you, if I had not been into them, if I could give you descriptions of what these places are? But remember, I just hung out. It's hilarious, isn't it? That's why I laugh, because I'll admit this to you guys. I suffer from depression and trauma and anxiety, and I'll go into that in a little while further on in the podcast. That's why I chose to create and make sure somehow I circumnavigated my own story. I didn't want Storm and Road to interview me. I didn't want numerous other people that reached out to me trying to offer me money, and God knows I need the money. That $2,000 was hard to turn down. But I'm going to be quite honest with you. My goal is to come out of this on top, and I'm hoping that it'll come from you guys. And I see that you guys are just been so gracious to me, whether it's the words or the fucking donation, this is help. You guys have done more for me than these guys have ever done. Now, if somebody asked me a question of, why didn't you save your money? I implore you to look at the bottom post with the lawsuit they went on, and I will explain everything right there. And then you'll be like, oh, I get it now. Because we weren't paid for about 6 years, one. Two, when we did start getting paid, it was crumbs. It wasn't on the dollar amount that most people would get. So you can believe me, you don't, but there's a nice lawsuit and a disposition of the lawsuit and how it ended right below on this page. So just hit my icon, hit videos, and you'll see everything and get up the point. Instead of watching video here, video there, it doesn't really give you the full story. I upload a lot, obviously. Again, this is David Lewis. I'm leaving here with what's formerly Badboy Entertainment's Daddy's House Recording Studio, where I used to record. Badboy artists from 112, Cassie, and everybody else used to record right here before it was taken acquisition from a different company. And I'm figuring because of the square foot pricing and everything like that, they subsequently moved out of here. Daddy's House Recording Studio doesn't exist anymore. And I also will give them this much. The information of people having studios, I have a studio on my phone, so the information of people having studios on their phone and things like that probably had a lot to do with it as well. So I had some great times here, guys. I can't deny them. I will tell you a million times that, but it's all over now. And I appreciate every bit of you guys to the bottom of my heart. I have a goal, and I know what I'm going to do with that money, and that's one, get into a new place. Two, to try to best take care of myself as best possible as I can. And three, make sure that the section of Connecticut that I am living in right now, I get out of there, because I got a story to tell you about that too. I'm for the most part all right out there, but because I have a lot of people that I know, that's one of the good webs that I have. I know people from state to state, and most of it's because of traveling with these motherfuckers. So guys, I'll talk to you in a little bit. I'm going to take you from now over to the former Revolt offices, where I also was, and Nick, remember the conversation, 2 conversations you had with me about getting the job? We're going to talk about that when I get over here. Guys, don't let anybody press you. Donate. I appreciate every bit of it. And I want to say to Sarah, you know who you are. Thank you very damn much. I'm going to scoop me up a brand new deck, because as you guys can see, it is raining like crazy out here. It wasn't raining that much in Connecticut, which is a short stop from here, but it's raining a lot down here in New York. So I'm going to go do what I need to do, go get some paperwork that I need to do. But once again, I just wanted to let you guys know and show you this is Daddy's House Recording Studio, or formerly Daddy's House Recording Studio, and also the offices are formerly The Source in Condé Nast, which was acquisitioned by another company and subsequently closed down. All right, guys, we unveiling these lies, and like I said, I ain't even started to talk yet. Motherfuckers is nervous. I'm fun. I'm happy, not because of the situation I'm in. I'm fun and I'm happy because that's the way to be. And if you think I'm going to be some dragged out, freaking depressed individual, you got another thing coming. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. We're going to be over at Revolt next.